to 90.1 FM from the most trusted puppet in media, reporting since Roswell. I'm Sam Newsman, and this is Saturday morning. Of course, I want to thank everyone for joining in to the show. It has been an interesting morning so far. Yes, we weren't here last week. I had a little bit of disruptions, but we are back again. And of course, we were already talking a little bit earlier about what type of weekend this is. It is WrestleMania weekend. Make sure you're following us all over social media right now. Shout out to Cato. We are broadcasting on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Facebook, YouTube, and X is where you're going to find us there. Live streaming right now as well. Also, WDCE 90.1 FM. That's a radio station. It's a actual radio channel. Broadcasting live there as well. Make sure you go to WDCE.org. You can listen to the radio themes that we've been playing throughout the morning. A couple of ones, Roddy Piper, Bailey, Sami Zayn, Rhea Ripley, Tiger Mask, Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling, The Big Boss Man, Undertaker, $1 Million Man, Mr. Perfect, Demolition. What else? What else? What else? Well, there's only one other thing that I think that we can think of, and that is bringing on the wrestling savant of savants, and that is a professor of wrestling as well. And that is Deep Cut Dave. Dave, you're there, aren't you? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, fantastic. Listen, this build up to WrestleMania has been interesting. I know that you are definitely not one of the Cody crybabies, but you have been following this for quite a while, and I do like to come to you when we have these big events like this to kind of get an idea of what we think is actually going to happen on the card. Now, I do have the card here in front of me right now. And so this is night one. Now, this is 2 nights. Do you remember when they started going to the whole 2-night thing, Dave?
Yeah, a couple of years ago, and that was kind of bizarre. Well, I think like one WrestleMania ran something like 18 hours or something like that.
Whoa, wait! A WrestleMania ran 18 hours. Which WrestleMania?
So I mean, or like 12 hours. It ran ridiculously long.
Was
just to make it a 2-night event.
Oh, I wonder which episode that one is. Did that one get censored by Peacock too? No, maybe.
Well, with commercials, the thing probably lasts a week.
Oh Lord, yeah. Well, anyway, so they do it 2 nights now. I just thought probably is because of the size of the roster, maybe because the roster's huge. They have all these people. They want to make sure they highlight everybody. Everybody needs to have their WrestleMania moment, even though we have the same main event as we had last year, which we'll get into that in a moment. Let's first go over night one. Night one, we have starting out. I have night one matches in front of me. Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. I'm going to have to say that Rhea is going to retain the belt. Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, from what I understand, want to have some time off, maybe do some kids stuff, all that jazz, parental stuff. But what say you? Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley for the belt. Who's going to win on that?
Well, regarding the entire Judgment Day, I think it's going to depend. If Rhea retains, I think the Judgment Day is going to lose the tag titles.
Oh, right. This goes back to your theory that if one title gets defended, then another title gets lost within a stable, correct?
Right.
Okay, so but who do you think is going to win though?
Well, like you said, Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins probably want some time off. This would be a good way to do it. And, Becky then can come back and get her maybe at SummerSlam or Survivor Series.
Maybe so. So you're thinking that it's going to be a Rhea Ripley, but
I want to say Rhea, yeah.
Okay, we're going with Rhea. This leads us into the next one for the six-pack tag team ladder match. So this goes to Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Damian Priest. DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Tommaso. The Awesome Truth, the New Day, A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, and New Catch Republic. Um, Pete Dune and Tyler Bate. Anyways, who's going to win this match?
Well, like I said, if Rhea loses, Judgment Day retains. But I think if I had to pick somebody other than Judgment Day, I'd say the New Day.
New Day for that one. That would be interesting for the New Day. Last night saw Big E come out for the Hall of Fame. That was interesting. Did you watch the Hall of Fame last night?
I did not know.
It was interesting. We ended up watching that. Also ended up watching SmackDown too. Both of them were really good. Yeah, so watch that. Okay, what is next? Rey Mysterio and Andrade. Andrade? Do I need to roll my R's with that, Dave? Andrade. Anyways, yeah. So Rey Mysterio and Andrade versus Santo Escobar and Dirty Dom. Who's going to win this match?
You know what? I'm going to go with Dom.
Dirty Dom going to win this match. That would be interesting. You know, the crowd's going to boo him. He can't even grab the microphone without them drowning him out. It's great. Fantastic. Love him as a heel. Jimmy Uso versus his brother Jay Uso. This is a singles match. Who's going to win this one?
You know, I think
Didn't Jimmy have a WrestleMania moment last year?
I think he did, yeah.
So Jay will probably get it this year, right?
Yes, I think they'll probably give it to Jay.
All right. So Jay Uso. And then that would then if Jay Uso wins, that would be a bloodline win, right? That would be a bloodline. So if the bloodline, so that's a bloodline win. We'll get to that here in a moment because this goes back to your theory. Now, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi versus Damage Control. Females, women's 6-women tag match. Who's going to win this one?
I'm going to go for faces. They need to make Jade
Jade will finish the match. Get the pin, probably do her finishing move, do a little flex. Okay, have her WrestleMania moment, even though she just got there.
Get her established. Get her over with the WWE crowd.
Right. I think that's a bet. That's a good bet. Gunther versus Sami Zayn. I don't. Do you think that Sami Zayn is going to actually take the belt?
Well, I don't know. On the one hand, Sami could use the win. But the problem with Gunther, they pretty much made his entire character, I'm the longest reigning, IC champ. Well, if he loses, well, then what?
Right. Well, where does he go next? So, yeah. I don't think he's main event material just yet. Do you?
Well, he could be. I think it depends on who he's going up against.
Well, I do like him on the microphone. I do think he's fun sometimes, and he's very, just snide and, I'm better than you kind of deal. And I love that. So it would be interesting to see if he does move up the card from the IC title, exactly how they make that all work out. But, I'm not really sure about that one myself.
Worst case, give him Paul Heyman as a manager. He'll do well.
That he will. Absolutely. Speaking of Paul Heyman, we have the Bloodline. The Bloodline, that is Roman Reigns, acknowledge me, and the final boss, old DJ, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, versus Cody Rhodes and Cody, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and Seth, the freaking walking clown emoji Rollins, which I think is fantastic. Okay, so who do you think is going to win this? I'm going to have to go with the Bloodline because the Bloodline is going to win. They're going to win, and then they're going to have the Bloodline rules for the main event. Right.
Big deal. Like, oh yeah, if the Bloodline wins tonight, they have Bloodline rules tomorrow. If Cody and
who's going to make the pin? Who's going to make the pin, and how's the pin going to go down?
I think they're probably going to give it to Roman.
Okay.
I mean, The Rock's going to be flashy. He's going to get the attention, but I think Roman's going to do most of the work.
Who's he going to pin? Is he going to pin Cody or is he going to pin Rollins?
Maybe Rollins.
Right.
Cody can at least claim, well, I wasn't pinned.
Right. Okay. Right. Well, it'd be interesting though if he does pin Cody, then he can look and talk all this smack. Listen, I already pinned you last night, and it would that would be so good. Oh, okay. So listen, okay, so that is night one. So night one is over with. We then move over to night two. Night two, starting off with Seth freaking clown emoji Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. I would like to see Drew win this. Last time he won it in an empty warehouse with a bunch of screens. So it'd be nice to see Drew win. Seth, like we said earlier, that him and Becky maybe want to have some time off. The idea, of course,
justification. Although it's like, are they really going to let him lose twice in a row?
Good point. And also, the big thing was to have this was supposed to be Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. This was supposed to be the match for the final match for the first night. And of course, CM Punk tore his tricep, his other tricep, because he tore his other one before that. Tore his triceps, he wasn't able to do that. But so you're thinking that it's going to be Rollins. So you think the walking clown emoji is going to continue to win?
Well, possibly.
Depends
on night one.
Well,
of course, CM Punk may show up. I mean, he could still throw a crutch in there or something.
Well, he's going to be ringside. He's going to be ringside doing commentating during the match. So I guess the thing is that Drew McIntyre still has not signed a contract. So because he's not signed a contract, we don't really know what's up in there for his future. Rumors saying that he might go to AEW, blah, blah, blah.
And take off.
That is true, too. I believe that if he does lose, that will be the case, that we will be seeing him in AEW or somewhere on the independent circuit. He'll come back, of course. They all come back. So he will come back, and he might even be even stronger than he was before. And he left, and he came back, and he left to come back again. LA Knight versus AJ Styles. God, I love AJ Styles. Has been a workhorse in the business for over the last 20 plus years, up and down different circuits. I love AJ Styles, family man. Him and LA Knight have been putting on quite a show. They had to figure out a way to put them both on the card somewhere. And I believe that this match potentially has the ability to steal the show for tonight.
LA Knight really needs to win.
Could you go into exactly why that is?
I'm sorry?
Could you go exactly into why that is?
Well, I mean, like you said, AJ's established. He's around 20 years. Talks about him retiring. LA Knight gets the win. That's really going to elevate him.
Yeah, and you know what? He is hot. He is hot. And I guess this would be technically his first WrestleMania type of event. Setting him up maybe, I guess, for more events in the future. Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens. A triple threat match for the United States Championship. Logan Paul definitely picking up a lot of momentum. People love him and they hate him. They love to hate him. Let me just put it that way. They love to hate him. He's doing a great job in terms of just selling it. Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, Logan Paul. Dave, who do you got?
I'm going to go Randy Orton.
I hear voices in my head. Yes, that's exactly. Well, last night we were making predictions, me and a couple of friends, and that was the prediction that I had. I said, I think that Randy's going to win this, and everyone kind of nodded.
No one's even said, I don't want to be U.S. champion. I want to go, I want to be in the main event.
Right. So I guess my question is why do you think that they put Randy Orton and Kevin Owens in this match just to have both of them a WrestleMania event?
Well, why not?
Well, I mean, it would have just been interesting if it was just Kevin Owens or Logan Paul, but then it's like they feel like that a lot of these times, these triple threat matches or these matches where there's like 6 tag teams and a ladder. It's just like, well, we got to throw something in there. Last night, they did the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal during SmackDown. So that won't be during tonight's show. It was done last night, and Someone can't even remember who it was that won it. I guess it's terrible, very terrible. Oh well, I didn't write the notes down. I didn't write the notes down. So, but so Randy Orton's going to win this. Kevin Owens is going to go into the main event picture most likely. So then this leads us to Io Sky versus Bailey. I got Bailey for this one. Yeah, Bailey's going to take the win. Bailey is over, even though she's kind of heelish. Bailey is still just great. Love Bailey, so hopefully that's going to work out. Now, you have you're going to say something? No. Okay.
Yeah, I think Bailey. They've done wonderful work with her character, but yeah, I think she's gonna take Io Sky.
Okay. Well, that leaves us to the last match. Now we've already determined that there's probably going to be bloodline rules. We have Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, a repeat from last year. And I guess the big question is, will Cody finish the story?
Well, there's always the possibility, and yet, well, it's Cody, so who knows?
Who knows? So who are you predicting that you think is going to win?
Well, I think they've gone about as far as they're going to go with the bloodlines. Cody should win this.
Cody should win this. So that's who you're going with. You're thinking it's going to be Cody. I can just hear you sighing under your breath. I see you. Don't roll your eyes too hard now. I can hear your eyes rolling in the back of your head now too, as we're thinking about Cody Rhodes. So Cody Rhodes wins. WrestleMania 40 is over with. I believe. Now, how do you think the finish would go down? If you had to make a prediction, how does the finish go down? I have a prediction of what I think is going to happen, or what could happen. But how do you think that it will go down?
Well, I think they're going to hit Cody with, going to try and make him like the ultimate underdog. He's going to go through it and, drive and overcome and manage to get the win.
Well, so here's what I'm thinking is going to happen. I think, of course, you're going to have everybody coming out. The bloodline's all going to come out. People are going to come out. Then the next thing you know, Seth Rollins is probably going to come out. Somebody else is going to come out. And then The Rock's going to come out. And then out of nowhere, I do believe, I had to make a prediction. If they're going to do it right, Triple H comes out and throws Cody the hammer. And Cody uses the hammer thrown to him by Triple H to knock out Roman Reigns and pin Roman 1, 2, 3. What do you think about that?
Well, that's certainly a thought. Or Triple H. Well, that's the problem. If he has too much assistance, it doesn't look like he's earned it.
That's true too. But I mean, did Roman earn his win last year?
Well, yeah, but Roman's a heel. He's supposed to cheat.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, like I said, it'd be interesting. Maybe we'll see Triple H bring out the hammer and hit The Rock with the hammer. Maybe that'll be like he'll stop The Rock with the hammer.
Might be different, yeah.
There we go. I just think the hammer is going to be used because the hammer was used by Cody when he destroyed the throne. So I believe it's kind of one of these full circle things where Triple H throws the hammer. It's symbolic. Cody uses the hammer. Circle is complete, and the story is finished. That's what I'm thinking. But I could be wrong. They could give us a curveball. Everybody could be booing on Monday night at Raw if Cody doesn't win the belt. Dave, listen, I want to thank you. Yeah.
It comes out and pins them both.
There you go. That's exactly right. That'd be great. And then Hulk Hogan could retire once again as champion, right? Like Sting retired like 2 or 3 times. I think everybody retires 2 or 3 times. Well, Dave, listen, I want to thank you so much for joining in, being a part of the show as always. Now, we're going to be doing Nickelodeon stuff. We were going to start that last week. Nickelodeon is we're celebrating Nickelodeon. So the next 2-3 weeks, we're going to be doing Nickelodeon stuff. You already sent me some stuff. But we have Nickelodeon on the docket for next week. Really looking forward to that. Dave, always thank you for being a part of the show. Everybody always talks about how they enjoy this segment, your wisdom and your knowledge. So until next week, sir, thank you so much for being a part of the show.
Okay, and we can talk about Tiger Mask, too.
Oh, yes. Well, Tiger Mask, well, hold on, wait a minute. That's the anime, right? The anime that you anime. Well, real quick, what is Tiger Mask?
Well, it's amazing. The show, 105 episodes, ran from 1968 to 1971.
Whoa, gosh, okay.
And New Japan Wrestling, it's like they liked the show so much, it was so popular, they figured, well, we got to get in on this. So they licensed the character.
They licensed the character.
Yeah, so it's like in an actual New Japan match, you would see they have a guy dressed up as Tiger Mask, and the idea is, oh, that's Tiger Mask.
He's a real guy, and so it went on for a long time. It was
yeah. Well, it's funny. Like the character outlasted the show. I think they're currently up to Tiger Mask 4 or 5.
No, it's still running. So it's still running. It's still running. They have action.
On to other promotions, and well, the crazy thing is, like in the context of the show, they have a character called Black Tiger.
Okay.
Basically, he's the bad guys train him. It's like, you're going to be the opposite of Tiger Mask. You have to kill him. So what New Japan did was they would get foreign wrestlers to dress up as Black Tiger and fight Tiger Mask. And Black Tiger 2, that was Eddie Guerrero.
Ah, look at that. How all these things just come right back around.
Yeah.
Well, it's really cool. Like I said, Tiger Man. Now I'm going to go do some more digging into it. Also played a little bit of.
Well, Tiger Mask. He was also in the WWF for a little while.
Oh, so you can go back and watch some old matches of him in the WWF.
Well, it may be difficult. Like I said, it was late 70s, early 80s. He was the WWF Junior Heavyweight Champion.
Nice, the Junior Heavyweight Champion.
And also the NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion. I think, in fact, he's the only guy to hold both belts.
Well, that's great. I'm telling you what, I'm interested to see some more of this this cartoon. How many episodes did you say it was?
105.
That's quite a bit. Quite a bit. Well, Dave, listen, once again, thanks so much for all your wisdom. Glad we could get that in there. And like I said, next week, Nickelodeon, we're going to circle back with that. And Dave, I hope you have a wonderful rest of the weekend. And I'm sure that, listen, everybody's shouting at me right now. They say they're wishing you a happy weekend as well. So audience is wishing you a happy weekend. I'm wishing you a happy weekend. Dave, have a wonderful weekend, okay? Yes, sir. That is Deep Cut Dave, Professor Deep Cut Dave, setting the standard, raising the bar, the only way he knows how to do every single week. Anyways, we're going to come back on the other side here in just a few moments. Two more segments here with me. And of course, we have another segment here with some music in just a few moments. But hey, let's just go ahead and just play this one right out of the gate. Why? Because we can. Make sure you're download the Live 365 app, search WDCE. You can be a part of the show. While you follow me at Sam Newsman, all over social media as well. Broadcasting live from the WDCE studios out of the University of Richmond, you're listening to 90.1 FM from the most trusted puppet in media, reporting since Roswell. I'm Sam Newsman, and this is Saturday Morning.